Hello and welcome to another tier list. I am CJ with Old Fashioned Nerds. I'm joined by Bruce with Golden Eagle Cards. Say hi, Bruce.
Hello, everybody.
Hey. So today we're doing water, which is my love. We have all the cards in here. We do tend to talk a lot. So if this card is really bad, I'm pretty much just going to be like, it's bad, and move on.
Yeah, we have to put a hard stop on talking about every single like Muddy Pigs. We're not going to go 5 minutes about Muddy Pigs. It's
Whoa,
just
Money Pig's
can't.
OP. And let me
But
tell
to
you why.
start,
I'm just kidding. No. So yeah, I think water is my favorite color. I've made almost no decks that don't have water in it, and I've made multiple mono water decks already, and I'm obsessed. In fact, I'm running a mono water necromancer in the league.
I think water is very deep. Like fire is some good stuff. Earth is kind of like there's some weird things in there. Air has some cool movement, but water has a lot of flexibility in a lot of the cards it has.
Water is deep.
Ha 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 ha.
I'm excited. So, without further ado, we actually haven't ranked these already, but I'm pretty sure we can come up with the answers off the cuff. I think that we're going to talk about the cards that are like in the right deck. They're going to be, S tier or whatever. But I think the S tier cards might just be like if you're playing water, you should slam it. Does
Yes,
that seem fair?
I think if a water card generically, if it's great in any water deck, it's S tier. If it's good in a specific deck, it's kind of like an A tier, and then everything else kind of filters out.
Sounds good to me. All right, you want to get started?
Sure.
All right,
Go
first
first.
we have a card I was pretty high on, but I've come a little bit down on it. It's the Aj Keegan Ghost Crabs, a 2-mana double water threshold, 0 power, elite spirit. It has Submerge and Voidwalk, and has +1 power for each void in their row. I was pretty high on these guys because I thought that they were really good, aggressive early game. If you just pop them on, I've done this to you before, Bruce. You pop them on like the second row so that you're like on turn 2, and your opponent plays a site to the second row and they're 4 power. But when you draw them late, they're pretty weak and they end up just being kind of chump blockers. I had them at like B tier, and I'm kind of coming down to where they're a little bit closer to C tier. What do you think?
I would agree. They're good early, but they're not good late, right?
Yeah.
Like you just said, they're a bad top deck.
Yeah, and I think if you're trying to like find mono water 2 drops, I think I would much rather have the Adept Illusionists because even late game, they're spellcasters. They get to dig for each other. They're very annoying. I find that early game they're phenomenal, and late game they don't feel that bad. So they're just kind of a better 2 drop. So
I would agree. Our next one, Abaddon Succubus, 4 mana,
girl.
2 water threshold, 3 mana or three
three
power
power,
toughness.
yeah.
Once on your turn, you may lure a target adjacent enemy minion to take a step closer. When it arrives, it takes 2 damage and you heal 2.
Where
It's
do
a
you have this?
Koi Nixie on steroids.
It's actually I think it's worse than Koinixie, but I do like it
Because
quite a bit.
only because it doesn't hit avatars, right? Koi Nixie says units, and this says minions specifically. But man, this thing is force movement. I guess this doesn't make it tap.
Yeah.
I think this is a great card. I don't think it's like quite S tier, but I think it's
Yeah, I don't think it's S tier. I think it's like B plus or A minus. And my big reasons for this are it's adjacent, not nearby. It does not have protection effects. Koinixie got a huge buff in this. If you guys didn't know, Thin Ice and Koinixie are like absolutely broken together. Abaddon Succubus can't quite do that. She does have a little bit more power, but I would call her like she's almost as good as Captain Baldassar, right? Captain Baldassar is basically he hits the field and you have to take care of him immediately, and if you don't, you get crazy value. That's like where I have this. So B plus or A minus. I'm kind of fine either way. The incidental life gain, I think that water is also one of the slower colors, so it also feels very powerful. So I think either way I could be swayed.
is this pop word?
Let me see. Does it say target? Once you turn target adjacent. So yes, it would pop ward without getting the rest of the effect.
I would say this is. I found that you need ways to deal with ward, incidental ways to deal with ward. It's kind of like
Turns
the
out ward's
tawny
good.
of this. Yeah, it's the tawny of the set. If you are spending resources to take care of ward, they are winning the game. If you're just playing a minion and popping ward as incidental ward hate, that's so much better.
Yeah. No, I think it's a very powerful card. Unlike the next one, Abyssal Assault, 4 mana, 2 water threshold, exceptional magic. For each point of its power, an allied monster may deal 1 damage to a unit in a square near it. I think that no, I don't think it's D tier. I think it's like C tier. It is really good in exactly a monsters deck. If you're playing like air, water monsters, and you have a deck built around that, I think this is a very, very powerful card. But I don't think that you should be running this outside of a dedicated monsters deck because a 4 mana magic that doesn't work with more than half of your minions is very bad. It does not target, which means it does get around ward, so you can break all the wards nearby you, and it's in a square near it, so you can do submerged minions, voidwalk minions on top of minions. So it's actually very powerful if you have the correct base to your deck. But I don't think you can slam this in most decks. Like you have to be pretty much a dedicated monsters deck or a beast monster deck with corruptor. In that deck, I think it shines. Outside of that deck, I don't think you'd run it.
It's just so narrow. And you said air, water monster. Just play grapple shot. I don't know. It's narrow.
No,
I think
narrow.
it's like C minus, almost D.
I think that it has a place, but it's not fantastic. I like the next one though. You got it.
The next one is great. 3 mana, acid rain, one water, elite aura, silence affected sites and artifacts there. The big one here is artifacts. Oompa Loompas get nuked. Trinkets get nuked. Your Roots of Yggdrasil doesn't work anymore. Your sinkholes, your defensive sites, like Acid Rain, is super flexible. And if you're in water, I think you almost it's a great answer to a lot of cards.
I have it as B tier, but because I think it's a flex slot card. I don't think you slam it. I don't think that it almost is mandatory, but I do think it's a flex slot card. I think this might get more powerful as we figure out the meta better. Just like right now, I won't play Silver Bullet because I don't understand the meta, so I can't make that call and take up those slots in both my deck and in my sideboard. But once I understand the meta better, if we find out that, like, prison sites are just OP, then yes, you need to run Acid Rain. Or if you find out that like everyone is playing monocolor so that they can play more than one Oompa Loompa, then like yeah, you need an answer. But without really understanding the meta, this is definitely a meta call. It does nothing proactively. So I don't think it's like absolutely S tier. If this were in Fire, I'd say it's A or S tier because it takes care of defensive sites for your aggro minions. But Water has like a lot of backdoor strategies, so I don't think you like have to run it. So I think it's B.
I don't know. Anytime I've played against this or played with this, it's been frustrating for my opponents to figure out how to play around. So
that's fair. I think it could be either. Yeah. I know is my girl. I bought mine cheap because I love this thing so much. I know is a 3 mana double water threshold 3 power unique mortal. At the end of your turn, I know may take a step between the top and bottom edges of the realm to gain stealth. I think this is our first S tier.
Yeah, this thing is just straight. Like it's Ace Assassin that always gets stealth back. It's so hard to interact with.
Yeah.
You attack, you step back, be safe on your back row. You come back next turn. Like it's so good.
It essentially has stealth at all times that your opponent is untapping for the rest of the game, right? Because it comes in, it immediately goes to your opponent's side of the board, and it has stealth. It attacks, and at the end of that turn, it comes back to your board and gains stealth. But then you have to take a turn off, right? It just sits on your row for one whole turn. At the end of your turn, it goes back to your opponent's side. It keeps stealth, and then attacks again. So basically, the sooner you get this out, every other turn for the rest of the game, she deals 3 damage, and then bounces back. It's insane, especially in like a what is it, interrogator or something like that. It's every other turn she's going to beat you up. It's a little unfair. I think she's S tier, and I do think that there's not been a water deck I've ever slotted up that didn't run this card.
This thing is, you need water minions and good water minions at that, and this thing is nuts.
Yeah, and it's like, I mean, it's such a powerful ability, and it's literally just a 3 mana 3/3 with all upside.
Yeah, there's no bad thing about this minion.
Yeah. What you got for the next one, Bruce?
Oh, geez. 5 mana, quad water threshold, Archangel Raphael, 4/4, unique angel, airborne ward. So it comes in with ward, Genesis, strike, or ward a nearby avatar. So you can ward yourself, or you can smack your opponent for 4 if they're like a little too aggressive.
I like it.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's 4 water threshold though, so you're only playing it in a mono water. I think
Yeah,
if you're in
pretty
mono
much.
water, you play this unless you have a reason not to.
Yeah. I agree with you. I actually kind of put it as B tier for that reason, in that it's just kind of hard to fit into decks. But like, if you're mono water, I don't see why you wouldn't. That being said, my mono water deck doesn't run it.
I know.
That's why I'm like, it's B.
Your mono water deck is like doing other things than playing a really value oriented minion.
Yeah.
It's just Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it's a really strong card, but it's just hard to put into decks.
Yeah, exactly.
Really.
I think there is a risk because when you're monocolor, you start thinking, oh, I can run all these other utility sites, and if you're not getting this guy out, I mean, like, yeah, if you get him out on turn 8, he's still powerful, but he's like most backbreaking when you get him out on curve. Um, so yeah, he's just a little bit hard to pull off.
A flying warded minion is good.
It's just mean.
That's-
Yeah, I agree.
yeah, yeah.
That's powerful. All
Uh,
right. Oh, you want to get this
next
one? This is
Oh,
a card you've played around with. I don't really mess with this card.
All right, 4 mana, 2 water threshold, a similar to snail, 0/0. Once on your turn, you may banish a dead minion. A similar snail, simulator snail becomes a copy of that minion until your next turn. It's really fun. It's
Yeah.
a fucking blast.
Yeah.
It's an S tier fun card.
Yeah.
If you're building water monsters and you just have like this thing gets becomes a beater when you need it. It has if you're in the snag like force movement kind of idea of water, you get Koinixies again, you get Abaddons again. Um, the only issue with this is you have to draw it in the right order and use it when you can use it. But I haven't seen a whole lot of graveyard hate. Have you seen a lot of graveyard hate?
Dude, this is a point that I want to make when I'm talking about my deck tech, which I'm going to hopefully upload soon. I cannot believe how irresponsible everyone is being. Everyone is like, listen, Magoo is dead because these cards got printed, and then I've seen nobody
But nobody's
running them
playing
except
it.
for me. I'm like the only one running Magoo hate, and I'm like, y'all are going to get burnt. I was just talking to Mike Herbig. He said he went 3-0 at his constructed event because he played Archimago, like the old school control one, and not a single person ran hate.
Yeah, I was like,
And I was like, yep, that's what happens when you don't eat your vegetables. Bring the hate, boys. Bring the hate, girls.
Yeah, so like when people start playing hate again, this gets a lot worse. But I think it's like a C plus B minus card. Like it's good. It's
I
fun.
haven't stuck it in a deck yet, but I haven't built the deck where I think this one shines. So I think you were right. Air, water, monsters, it would be great in, but I also think that's just like Steam value. Like Steam creature value, this would be insane.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
the
that's
idea
fair.
is that you just get like a charge minion off of its first activation, and then you just get the best value you get out of it for every other turn. And he does keep the power until next turn. He doesn't just die to a desert. One thing you do need to note though is he will not get Genesi, because
So he gets abilities.
he gets
right?
all abilities that are not Genesis.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a fun card. I'm sure I'll lose to it, and I'll be happy about it. So
Yeah, baptize. I'd probably just not run. It's ward each allied minion on a target water site, which can be really powerful, but you really shouldn't stack your minions. If you stack your minions, you're hoping to get deserted and minor explosion, call of the seas, major explosion. You're just hoping to die. So I wouldn't run baptize. Next, Call of the Sea.
Yep. Yeah, Call of the Sea. You got this one.
Call of the Sea is one of my favorite cards ever. 6 mana, 3 water threshold, Call of the Sea. It's an elite magic that says minions adjacent to target water site step towards it, then submerge all minions there. It does not target any of those minions, so Ward can get messed up. Yeah, it's a really powerful card. It gets around Ward. It takes out all of your opponent's minions, and this is basically like the Earthquake or Poison Nova, except for this is more reasonably costed. It's sad, but I think water is actually in a really good space this set. So it's not that big of a deal, but yeah, this is what they all should have cost. It was 5 or 6 mana and definitely triple water.
Poison Over should be 6. It should have two more threshold. Earthquake should be 6. Should have another threshold. Like,
And what's funny is,
got-
this is no worse. It's so good.
it's so good. Yeah, we play a limited league at my locals, and one of the players has Call of the Sea, and it's anytime he draws it, it's just like, oh, okay, 2 for 1. Limited
Yeah.
is even worse. It's just rough. Yeah.
And you also have to think that this is in water where you have a lot of forced movement, so it gets even stronger.
Oh, you have a Koinixie somewhere, pull
Yeah.
something right, and you get a 3 for 1 instead of a 2 for. It's just nuts.
And if Koinixie gets submerged, who gives a shit?
Thin ice with Koinixie, yeah,
Yeah,
all good.
Yeah, no, we love that. I actually think that might be S tier. I'm not sure I'm playing any. So the only thing no, I think it's S tier. If you can manage 3 water threshold, I think you run that card.
Yeah, that's fair. You just need good 2 for 1s in water, right? Like Atlantean Fate is a 2 for 1, 3 for 1.
Yeah.
Our next one is Demon Hunter, 2 mana, 2/2, Genesis kill target adjacent demon.
Bye, Felicia.
Yeah, moving on.
Yeah. Ooh, this is a good one.
The next one is good. 4 mana, 2/2, 2 water threshold. Dr. Demetrius, unique mortal. Once on your turn, Demetrius may ward another adjacent minion.
That's so strong.
It's so good. The thing I found about ward is if ward is just tacked on, or you just incidentally get ward, it's so good. But if you are spending resources to get ward, it gets a little worse because then they maybe pop it with desert, and then you're losing that resource war.
Yeah.
This thing just poops out wards for free. So if you get 1 ward, maybe 2 wards, I think you're doing great. This thing is nuts.
I have to say, I think that it's probably only A tier or B tier in most decks, and then in Savior it's S tier. Because if you can get a ward on this thing and make it really hard to interact with, it's basically a good game.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because if you're in a dedicated ward deck where all of your minions can be warded, or most of your minions can be, Dr. Demetrius just makes it almost impossible to deal with. I know I was playing with a couple other people recently on their saviors, and they would be playing minions on curve and not able to get their ward. And Dr. Demetrius says, like, no problem, man. I got the ward for you this turn. And then you can also just like use your Lugbug Cat that has a ward on it and kill their 4 power, and then have Dr. Demetrius
give a ward
again. Yeah, it's
Yep.
It's busted. In a savior deck, it's beyond busted. In every other deck, it's just pretty good anyway. Ooh.
Steam Savior. Yeah, pretty good.
Savior's really good.
This next one is yours.
I do love this one. So 7 mana, 2 water threshold, dormant monstrosity, 6 power. It's an elite monster. Void Walk must be cast to a corner void, costing 2 less for each unit in an adjacent square. It blows my mind that people think this isn't playable or good. It's fantastic in specifically Necromancer, which is why I think maybe you had to put it as a B. I wouldn't run it in almost anything else. It's absolutely true that you could probably get away with it in other decks.
It's a build around.
Yeah,
you have to build your decks to take advantage of. We'll see with the Wendigo. Like there is a way to build a deck for this kind of value, but if you just slam this in a normal Necromancer deck, probably not.
So my spoiler alert, my mono water Necromancer deck runs Dormant Monstrosity and Wendigo, and on multiple games I've had turn 4 go from having 3 power on board to having 15 power on board multiple times, and it's because of cards like these. Yeah, if you can build around these things, it is brutal to deal with. So yeah, I do think it's B tier, but only because it doesn't slot in most decks.
Yeah, it's not a ubiquitous water card, but it's still a very good water card.
Yeah.
Our next one, Dredge, 2 mana water, 2 mana 1 water magic. Surface everything at target water site and summon 2 skeletons there. So you get 2 skeletons for your 2 mana, and you get to surface things. I don't know. I don't know where this sits. I think it's unplayable right now. Maybe it's C tier. Like, it seems too cute.
I thought it was unplayable. Some people are kind of liking it because you get to bring up irritating minions like Koinixie and then finally dealing with them. Like if you dredge my Koinixie and then Violimp it in a Steam deck, that's pretty good. But like that's pretty
It's
niche.
so narrow though.
I know. So for that reason, I don't like it. I think it's kind of D tier, but I can understand why you could go like, no, it's actually C tier, but it's C or D. It's not great.
Yeah. Next one.
Drowned, I think, is also probably D.
Yeah. 2 mana, 3/3. Smurge must be cast Smurge. You're just losing out on tempo and like aggression, and it takes too much time to do anything.
But Bruce, what about
on a curve?
turn 2 drown, turn 3 dredge?
Something you're 5.
I still hate it.
There's something there.
It's too niche, but yeah. I mean, if you're playing like a sunken ruins deck or whatever, a sunken treasures deck, sure. Otherwise, I'm not into it.
Maybe you can make it work in limited.
Yeah.
Like maybe you can do some shenanigans. I don't know.
Not super into it.
Strange Loner is an interesting one. 3 mana, 1 water, 2/2. Deathrite. You may summon a horrible hybrids from your collection to this location.
This is a moth card.
This is a value card.
It's a moth card.
Yeah. You want to take this?
Yeah, it's Deathrite. You may summon a horrible hybrid from your collection to this location. So you get it's a 3 mana 2 power that when it dies you get a 3 power. It says location, so if you submerge this guy, then they don't get the horrible hybrid. It'll just drown. I do think it's like B to C tier. Actually, I think it's kind of C tier because it's build around. I know we said Dormant Monstrosity was build around, but this is more incidental value build around, where Dormant Monstrosity is like OP when you build around it. But I will say, Moth, if you guys don't know who Moth is, he's very good at this game. Loves building just like value engine sorcerer, where he'll have like pukas and kettle tops and this thing, and he'll just like run you out of cards, and he'll just generate card advantage. But it's not because Puka's is overpowered. It's because having all of his minions, when they die, he gets value, and he just keeps pooping them out on board. He just like outvalues you throughout the game, and that's kind of what this guy's doing. This plus like Feign Death is cute, and you get an extra 3/3. But I think if you're in a sorcerer where you have high card velocity, and every one of your cards is a body that also gains you extra value, it is a viable strategy to win the game. So it's not unplayable, but I would not put this in most of my water decks. You have to be like just a value engine water deck.
Yeah, it's cute, like you said, and that's just Not what you want to be. You want to do doing broken things, unless you're Moth. Do broken things in sorcery. If something feels unfair, that's the lane you want to be in.
Yeah, you should take the next one, because the one after that is something I was literally crying for them to make, and I'm so happy that they did it.
All right, we got Evil Twin, 4 mana, 2 water, star. Enters the realm as an evil copy of an enemy minion. It strikes first if they fight. So it's a self-same simulacrum, but it's like anywhere in the realm.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't like self-same in the first place, but everybody's playing minions now, so B tier, A tier, I don't know.
I don't think it's A tier. So here's my issue with it: is self-same hits your own guys. This guy does not. It has to be an enemy minion. So you are both relying on them to play a good enough minion, and playing a deck that does not want to remove their minion when it hits the field. So if you like put that thing on and you get their like Demetrius, well, hell yeah, you're doing great. Or you get their Grandmaster Wizard, draw 3, hell yeah, I'm doing great. But like,
it asks your opponent to be playing something and doing something specific, and it's unpredictable.
Yeah, top decked war, you're not doing very well. But like, obviously there are high rolls, right? You play your Archangel Raphael. I get to like get a first striking Archangel Raphael with ward. It's pretty good. And he doesn't target, which I think is huge, right? You can hit their warded minion and get it. But it will be a basic copy. So if you added ward to Dr. Demetrius, my guy would come in without the ward. So yeah, I think he's cute.
It's weird.
I'm not running him in any of my decks currently, but it doesn't mean that he's not good. I think he's a limited bomb, but that's about it.
All right, here's your favorite card.
Failed mutation, baby. 4 mana, 2 water threshold, 4 power, exceptional. Can't be targeted or damaged by magic. Holy crap, this is a house. So I think it's S tier, actually. I cannot imagine a water deck that I would run that would not be running this.
My only issue with this is it doesn't have ward. It can't be warded. It doesn't have any extra value. It's just a eater. But it's don't get me wrong, it's a very good one. You can't like just drown it, or you can't.
Poison Nova doesn't hit this.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
I haven't played against it enough to really feel the pain of it. But.
Bruce, you want to play some games? I have won games off of the back of this guy. It soloed Archimago for me, and having it in front of my other dudes, their magic missiles, Arcane Barrage, literally dealt 0 damage to any of my guys. It still hits him. He just doesn't take damage. So just plopping him on their avatar means they can't do any projectiles from their spot, because he'll just absorb them all. So I've soloed Archimago. I've soloed Animist, and then like people want to infiltrate stuff, can't target him. I don't give a crap. I have a 4 power beater, and a lot of people are running 3 power beaters. He just is unfair. He's so good. I was like, hey, you know what would make Archimago so much less oppressive is having Thrun the Last Troll. Well, guess what? We got 3 of them, baby.
Interesting.
Yeah,
no, I think it's a great beater. I'll have to play with it more to like see the light. I think I'll put him in any water deck.
I mean, that's like my definition of S tier. He's not breaking. I mean, maybe he's A tier for that reason. Yes, you'll put him in any water deck. He's not soloing the game for you, but he will against some decks.
He will win you against, like you said, Magoo. But like, I don't know, if I'm playing against an Infernal Legion and I top deck this guy that he doesn't, who gives a shit? It's just like,
you're not wrong. But again, most of the way that you deal with minions so that your Infernal Legion can get in is infiltrate or betrayal or disintegrate or drown or bury.
It is a sticky minion. And sticky minions are good.
Yeah. So I love him.
Yeah, what's our next one?
Feign Death. Yeah, you got it? Or you want me?
Sure, I got it. 3 mana, 1 water. Triggered an allied minion, Deathrite. It gains stealth. Draw a spell. It's a cantrip that triggers Deathrites.
Yeah. And it gives them stealth. I think stealth is actually okay enough. I've seen people play this just to give their dude stealth, draw a spell.
That's fair. Yeah, but it's like a minion payoff card. You don't have a whole lot of slots. Those like C, it's good. It's fine. It's
Yeah,
not
I don't
gonna
think
win
it's
you the
higher than C.
game. Yeah,
I think it's niche, but I have seen this used to great effect. Uh, yeah,
yeah
Sam beat
gaining
the hell out of me with this card.
yeah, gaining stealth is an interesting. Maybe yeah.
Yeah, I mean, gaining stealth draw a card, right? So, like, again, if you're using stealth to your advantage, interrogator, then this is actually pretty good.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
That seems pretty good.
yeah, it
I
destroyed me. I mean, okay, I can talk about it now because it's coming up in a minute, and I'm gonna have to talk about it then. Sam, Iris Son, just wrecked me with cards like Feign Death on Frozen Horror. He just broke stealth every turn, disabled all my minions, and just kept hitting me and drawing cards. And I was like, this is not fair, Sam.
like I said, if you're doing unfair things, that's the lane you want to be in.
Yeah.
What's our next one here?
Four Fat Frogs! OP! Four Fat Frogs is 4 mana, 2 water threshold, for an exceptional magic that summons 4 frog tokens to an allied site. I actually think this is C or D, but it's super cool.
I love the art. I think it's my favorite art of the set. Almost,
Yeah,
it's
the
like top
foil
5
art.
for me.
Have you seen the foil?
Yeah, they got little dudes worshiping the four fat frog gods. It's
Yeah,
just
so they're
it's
massive,
beautiful.
which is adorable.
Yeah, this is like one of the I have like maybe a dozen foils I want, and this is one of them.
Yeah, it's so cool. I love this card. But yeah, I probably wouldn't play it outside of like a dedicated token strategy. Yeah,
Yep.
freeze
Next
we
one
can
here is
almost skip.
yeah, freeze is 1 mana, disables a nearby minion until your next turn. You're spending your card. It's not worth it.
It's
Do
not worth
something
it.
else.
I only put it in one deck, and it is actually kind of good in that deck. But that's the Blade Dancer deck that literally wants to end the game in 5 or 6 turns. And disabling a minion for 1 mana means you can also cast a buff spell and try to end the game in 5 or 6 turns. But other than that, it's pretty bad.
Yeah. You got our next one?
Yeah, Frozen Horror, baby. 5 mana, 2 water threshold, 3 power, stealth. It's exceptional undead, and it says break stealth, disable other nearby minions until your next turn. I thought this was kind of a meme until it rolled me by Sam, and it's really kind of not bad at all. If you think about ward in things, just it doesn't target anything. It just says disable these things. So in recasting stealth on this is just rude. And you've got fade, you've got vanishment, you've got feign death. So and then you have all those sites that say like the first minion to enter the site gains stealth. It is a viable strategy that beat me up really hard. I still don't think it's overpowered, but it's actually pretty good. I still might put it at top of C. That card rolled me because it was such a build around. I think if you just slot it into any random deck, it's fine.
Yeah, I think it's a fine card, but yeah, you can if you can make use out of the break stealth, go for it.
Yeah. All right, you got the
Our
key.
next, the cute little frog, 2 mana, gift of the frog, 2 water threshold. Summon a frog token to an allied minion. So you need a minion on board to get the frog, but it also draws a spell, and you don't need the minion to draw a spell. So at base, it's a 2 mana cantrip.
Which are pretty good.
2 mana cantrips are fine. Like they're good role fillers, right? Like you don't want 16, 20 cantrips, but you want 8 of them, and this is one of those 8.
Yeah, and it provides a body. I mean, it draws you a card and provides you a body for 2 mana. It's actually kind of nuts. I like it. I think it's good. I wouldn't run it in every deck. I don't run it in my Necromancer deck, but I poop out bodies as part of my Avatar's ability. I think Magoo loves this. I think most decks could use it, but it's not necessary. It's good in combo, and it's good in like magic-based control.
Yeah, it's a good role filler. It's not going to win you the game on its own, but it's good.
I know Josh loves this next one. Gloam Toads, 5 mana, 2 water threshold for 6 power. Elite monsters that are immobile, tap, drag in adjacent unit, and it may strike it when it arrives. The fact that it's not a fight is the only reason I think this card is not unplayable.
Yep, yeah.
5 mana for 6/6 immobile, I'm like, ugh. But it does strike, not fight, unlike Pudge Butcher. And water is the forced movement color. I mean, so is air, but water is pretty heavily into forced movement.
In the silence deck, we've seen the silence deck be pretty good. Like
The silence deck is great. I still don't understand why people would run this though, because it's 5 mana for a 6 power. When in the silence deck you have a 3 mana 6 power, or a 3 mana 5 power.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's a solid minion. It's a very niche minion.
Yeah.
I
I kind of
don't
put
know.
it in top of C. But I'm okay with if you think it's B. I'm okay with
Yeah, I
it.
think
I
it's
haven't messed with it
bottom
too
of
much.
B. Yeah.
I haven't
It's
messed with it
very
too
good and
much. But
limited. It's a limited bomb, that's for
yeah.
sure.
Ooh, my
All right.
baby girl.
Yeah, go ahead.
Gnarled Wendigo. 6 mana. Sorry, 6 mana, 1 water threshold for a 5 power. Exceptional monster. This costs 2 less for each minion you sacrifice at its summoning location. Yeah, I love this card. I think it's also a build around though. And yeah, I'd put it right there with my Dormant Monstrosity. My Necromancer, again, it just poops out skeleton tokens. You can sacrifice those skeleton tokens. If you're playing Steam, you can infiltrate their minion and sacrifice it. Betrayal lets you gain control of something until the end of turn. You can use it and then sacrifice it. But for Necromancer specifically, when I talked about how gross that can be, if you walk 3 skeletons over to next to an adjacent void, summon a Dormant Monstrosity for 1 mana, sack all 3 skeletons, and then get a Wendigo for 0 mana, then you have 11 power for 1 mana investment, and you can still play a minion with whatever mana you've left over. That feels gross.
It feels like
So
you're cheating on mana.
it
So
feels like you're
yeah,
cheating. So I
yeah.
really like Gnarled Wendigo, but in specific decks. And also, like, you've got the other way, like Border Militia. They have to be at the same site to do this, but you've got a lot of different ways to make multiple tokens. Dredge, like we just saw, Tadpole Pool, Plague of Frogs, etc. So yeah, you can really cheat these guys out, and it's not really to me about cheating them out early. Yes, I usually get them on turn 3 or 4, but to me it's about double spelling early because like when you're on 4 mana and your opponent just dropped three separate 5+ power bodies, you have like 1 removal spell for the turn,
Yeah,
and that's what makes this powerful.
it's the double spell. Like we saw that in 40-20, we saw it in 50-30, now 60-30. Double spelling is how you like win that snowball. You kind of get the ball. You say, can you deal with both of these? Usually you can deal with one of them pretty easily, but can you deal with both of them?
Yeah.
Our next one is 6 mana, 2 water, Harkening Kraken 5/5. This is one of the spoilers I think we talked about. Submerge must be cast submerged, cost 1 less for each enemy in its body of water. I think you have to cast it submerged.
It's bad.
It's kind of like it's bad. Top of D, maybe bottom of C. It's
Yeah.
just too awkward.
I think that the only way that this is playable is a meta call. If it turns out that everybody's obsessed with mono water, then this is totally fine because all of the water will be the one body of water, and if you can get this
Yep.
thing for free every time, then yeah, it's fine that it comes submerged. It's still pretty good. But if everyone's not all in on mono water and you end up against like a mono earth deck, like this just is not happening. I'm not into it.
Heretics of the Seth?
D
Seth? Yeah.
next.
Really?
Yeah, dude.
Hold on.
All right, I'll hear what you talk about. Go for it.
I think it's top of C tier. Like I said earlier, you need just general incidental ways to deal with ward. And if you're in mono water and you're looking for things to deal with ward, I don't know. I think you need you need ways to deal with ward. That's all I'm saying.
What about when you're against like I guess because it's a 3 mana 3/3, the floor of it is that it's a horrible hybrid, but I would never put that in my deck. I don't like it because it's exceptional, not ordinary. If I could put this in my toolbox, in my collection,
Okay.
I would be like, oh, absolutely playable. I run it in everything because when I'm against ward, I don't want to deal with that shit. Because this is exceptional and I can't toolbox for it, it just has the potential to be a 3 mana 3/3. Like I literally in 40-20, when we were so restricted to just alpha beta, I had to cut cave trolls, and that at least had burrowing. Like this is doing nothing unless
I don't think it's like stone unplayable, but I think it's like not. Yeah,
sure. It's in the C's then. If you think it's, but I just don't think it's very good.
that's fair. We were speaking of horrible hybrids. It's a 3 mana 3/3 for 1 water. This is your collection card. Like
Yes.
how good is this in your collection?
Yep. I think it's great if you build around it. And if you don't, then yeah. But I would put it in D for like regular stuff. It's great in your collection.
But in a water deck, you're playing the particular port, right? So
It's
you
not
need
even-
to.
really. It's the Gilman House that breaks this. Have you seen
Oh,
Gilman
you
House?
can. Yeah, you can cast one of these a turn, right?
No, it's better than that. You can cast infinite of them in 1 turn for 0 mana.
Was it sack things there?
It's just transform. It's just transform.
transform.
It's if you have 4 water threshold, transform a minion here into a horrible hybrid from your collection. So for 0 mana investment, you can just walk all your skeleton tokens in there and have as many horrible hybrids as are in your collection and pop them all out in 1 turn.
How many? All right. Maybe it's. I don't know where to put collection cards.
Yeah, I would just
maybe
put it in like D, and then you just know that it's a good collection card.
How many are you putting in your collection? Like
I
two or
do
three?
three. I do three,
Yeah.
and I cut my Shoggoths down to one because it's rare that in a constructed game I'm spending 5 or 6 mana more than once. But my horrible hybrids, I get three out frequently.
Sir. All right, you're gonna have to explain why you don't like this card.
Is it
Howl from
bad?
Beyond.
Okay.
5 mana, 2 water, unique magic. Deal out your top spells, one to each void in the outer columns. Draw any minions with Voidwalk monsters from among them, and banish the rest.
It is perfectly playable in a nothing but Voidwalk tribal deck, and that's it. It is, and also you have to think the void, the outer column gets eaten up. The void gets eaten up throughout the game. So this is a 5 mana card that you can't play early when the void is totally open, and it is less likely to hit than what's that cool one? Black Mass. Black Mass costs one less. I think it's better on Threshold. It's more likely to hit for you, and you don't banish the cards that you whiff on.
Okay, it's very very particular. Yeah,
It
that's
is.
fair.
I mean, I play a Voidwalk deck, and this goes in it, and it's decent. It draws me 2 cards. 5 mana draw two is not great. It's a little bit below rate. We want to do 2 mana draw one, um, but yeah, it's fine, I guess. I just wouldn't play it in most decks. I think it's niche.
What's our next weird psychedelic bug?
Hell yeah, Hyper Parasite. Hyper Parasite is 4 mana, 2 water threshold for 4 power. It's an elite monster that can pick up a single minion, disabling them, but cannot move while carrying them. I actually want to play with this a little bit more. I think it is decent. I think it's going to be like bomb and limited, and probably just playable like C in constructed. The big reason is it doesn't take your like turn to pick up minions, so you can just pick up like if somebody attacks, you play this hyper parasite on top of them, you pick them up, and the next turn you just eat them, right? So I think he's
Yeah.
playable, but I don't think he's like good. I think he's C.
All right. Yeah, I'm trying to think. It's just slow to remove. It's kind of like the frog. It's like it's a bigger frog.
Yeah,
Well, he can pick up anything though.
minions,
Frog is
right?
Yeah, but like the frog is lesser
Yeah,
power.
I mean he could just disable your. He could disable. Well, actually, here's the thing. He can't be really good because he could disable your Infernal Legion, but I'd say he's weaker than the Earth version of this card, right? The Gargantula. Gargantula is cracked. I love that card.
Yeah, Gargantua is great because it hits things that are
That's
not
what a good
RUP.
version of this looks like.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah,
Yeah.
that this is C tier. That other one's A tier.
Yeah.
Ice shards, 3 mana, 1 water. Shoot 3 projectiles one at a time. Each deals 1 damage, but melts before the third step. So it shoots
Meh.
2 steps in front of you.
It's I actually like this less than I like Ice Lance.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's like this is worse than Ice Lance, right?
Yeah, so the difference here is that you can hit something for 3 if it's nearby, which is kind of good. But Ice Lance at least deals
Yeah.
with multiple wards. This one's
Yeah.
only going to deal with the first minion with wards, so I don't like it very much. It's a kill spell in mono water for your collection. I think otherwise it's D.
It's a collection card. Yeah, you maybe put one in your collection.
So this one's interesting. I've heard people tell me this is a good card in constructed, and I disagree with them. Instigator
Oh.
Imp is a 2 mana, 1 water threshold, 1 power, ordinary demon who loves a good fight. Genesis, make 2 enemy minions at target nearby location fight each other. I understand the idea of why this is good because I think Lord of Lies is cracked. But Lord of Lies as units, not minions, and it is whenever. It's not on Genesis, and it also comes with a 6 power body and can be the one fighting. This one can't have your own minions fight; it's only enemies. So you have to have them stacking minions on the same site. I think in limited, this is great. I would run it all the time in water decks unlimited. I think in constructed, if you're stacking a bunch of bodies on one site, especially against water, you're like
You're just asking. Yeah.
Snowball, Snowball, Stormy Seas, the Call of the Sea, Lord of Lies, Instigator Imp, whatever you're doing, Atlantean Fate, whatever you're doing, you're begging to lose all your minions if they're stacked. So it's probably good against people who don't know how to like play against
But
water.
like,
But that's not a good. It's not a good
no.
reason to play it.
No, I think it's don't stack your minions. This is I want to put it in D tier.
Look out! It's a trap. Yeah, I mean maybe as a collection card. If your collection's thin and you have like you don't know what else to run, I think it's fine because it has upside. If you don't have to
Yeah.
draw it when it's dead, it has upside.
it's a collection card. Our next one is Into the Abyss, 4 mana, 2 water, submerge target minion or pull into a void it's adjacent to. 4 mana, kill something, essentially.
Very good.
A tier kill spell.
I think so. It's interesting. I actually only run in my deck. I only run one in my deck, but mostly because I'm trying to diversify my threats. It does target, so ward gets around this. It doesn't work very well against submerged dudes, and the longer you wait to use this, the less void you have. However, being able to banish something is phenomenal. Like banishing a Rasputin so they can't get it back, it's just like, it's cracked.
Yeah.
Most things aren't going to run submerged, so it's not that big of a deal. And it's just a kill spell. I do quite like it, but I don't run that many. I think I like Lacuna Entity better because it comes with the body, but I think it's still very powerful. Kiss of Judas. Yeah, Kiss of Judas is 3 mana, 3 water threshold, marked for death by unique magic. This turn, attacks against target avatar can't be defended, and you draw a card whenever they are attacked. Where do you have this?
This turn, attacks against target avatar can't be defended. You draw a card whenever they're attacked. So you can draw multiple cards?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Plague of Frogs, draw 7.
Like, it sounds good. Sounds really good. Yeah, like, but you have to, like, set up for it.
That's why I don't like it. So I think
like location based.
Yeah, you have to, it's like it's not win more, but it almost feels that way, right? Like if I can draw 3 cards off of this, 3 mana draw 3, and they can't be defended.
But I'm already hitting you
cracked.
3 times.
Yeah, well, they can't be defended, right? But you have to have 3 minions right around their avatar to do it. But if I have 3 minions on your back row, it already feels kind of good. Now, it is in water, right? So we do have a bunch of token generators, and we have Ruler of Thule and Polar Explorers and other ways to like backdoor them. We also have Meat Hook, which I think is quite powerful. So I don't think it's like unplayable, but I do think that like oftentimes if you are low on resources, this is a great way to refill your hand. But if you're low on resources and you don't have minions nearby them, you top deck this and it's dead. You can't do anything with it.
Yeah, it's you have to have multiple minions on board in positions to attack.
And I don't think it's worth a card to just replace itself. You have to get at least 2 cards. So you have to have 2 minions who can attack them this turn to draw 2 cards. Because if it's just replacing itself, you spent 3 mana to attack. And the fact that you're hitting their avatar outside of Interrogator, it doesn't matter. You oftentimes would rather just hit their site. I do think it has tremendous upside. I'm just not as high on it as some people are. I do think that if you're in like a water Interrogator deck, though, this is great because it just means they can't be blocked, and you get to like trigger your avatar multiple times.
It's a win more, I think, in my head, unless you're like really built around it. Yeah, Water Interrogator probably makes use of it, but
I think Water Interrogator, it's actually just a very good card, and that might be it, kind of. Maybe like a token deck. If you're in like a go wide token deck, it might be good there too.
Our next one, Lacuna Entity. I think this is one of my favorite arts, one of my favorite cards. 5 mana, 3 water, 4/4, elite monster, submerge, void walk, Genesis, drag target, weaker minion from the adjacent site, ignoring regions.
So good. Hit him with that void, hit him with that submerge. It comes with a good body. I'm so sorry.
No, it says it kills a thing and puts a body on board. Like, it's great.
Yeah. So I talk about my deck being called Creature Control, and this is what Creature Control is, right? It's there's regular control like Archimago, where like you use your spells to try to 2-for-1 them, 3-for-1 them, 1-for-1 them, and then you win with card advantage. Creature Control is that when your creatures also remove minions, you end up getting to basically play a control deck that comes with bodies. Like, if it's turn 5 and you've got literally nothing on board and I play a Lacuna Entity for no other value, I'm playing a 5 mana 4/4 with evasion. That doesn't feel that bad. I can just turn it around and start hitting you. And if you have a minion on board, I get to get rid of it. I love that.
Is it an S tier?
No, because it's not like breaking the game. But I think it's A tier. I'm not sure if I can fit it in the deck. I run it. Like if I have a water deck that can run 3 water threshold.
I think this goes in. This should go in almost every single water deck.
If you can afford it, it's three pips. You got to remember. But otherwise, yeah, I kind of agree.
I don't think 3 pips is as bad as it was in 50-30.
Okay, I could see this being S tier. It's really good.
Yeah. No, the tempo you get from like killing a thing and putting a body on board, it's like. It's why Violent is so good early, right? You kill a thing, you put a body on board.
Yeah. Listen, we know. It's good. I agree.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what's crazy? Wait a minute. Okay, we don't talk about Death Speaker, but Lacuna Entity does just work in Death Speaker too. It's Genesis.
Yeah, I think it's a good card. I think this thing's like one of the best water minions we have.
I'm down. I like it a lot. I think it's very good. And you know what? I don't think we're going to be made fun of for this one. This is no vengeful heir situation. It's definitely good.
Yeah. You got
I might get
one?
made fun of for my girl though, because I love this thing kind of an unreasonable amount. Lilith is 5 mana, 3 water threshold for 3 power. At the end of your turn, reveal target opponent's top spell. If it's a minion, summon it here. Otherwise, put it at the bottom of the deck. I love this card. I will admit, I think it's.
Hold on, before you start.
Okay.
What if you reveal an angry mob? What happens?
God damn it, Bruce. Literally the first time I ever played this card in Gothic with literally, like, I think there were multiple devs in the chat. I pulled an angry mob off of Bruce's top of his library, and that's not a May trigger, so it just killed my Lilith immediately.
Oh, it was fucking amazing. It was fucking amazing. I think it's a great card.
I think it's a great card too. I hate you, but you're supposed to run that in your collection, Bruce. It's not supposed to be a thing I have to think about. God damn it. It's true though. It does get owned by Angry Mob. So I understand that this is like technically could be like Mother of Nature. You build your deck to do the cool reveals with your own deck, but Mother of Nature is at the start of your turn, so you have to get to the next turn for you to get any value. Lilith, it's the end of turn, so you always get to get a reveal. And honestly, almost every card that's in your deck that's not a minion is something I don't want you drawing anyway. So like, if all I do is bottom your Ring of Morrigan, your Omphalos, your kill spell, your grapple shot, your like toolbox, I actually don't feel that bad about it. And then when I get your minion, I get your minion.
Once a turn, you get to look at your opponent's top of your opponent's library and put that at the bottom of their deck.
I wouldn't run it because there's not quite enough upside, but it's not. But if it were cheaper, I would do it absolutely. Like,
well, not at 5. Like if that effect, like
oh yeah, I would do it every time. Yeah, absolutely. Because it's so. Don't we have Clairvoyant? Doesn't that do that? They have to banish a minion to do it, but it's pretty strong.
Yes, you have to banish something. Yeah.
But I think that's actually kind of worth it. Yeah, for a cheaper mana cost, yes. But I think Lilith is very powerful. Especially early in the meta, people are just excited to play dudes. And Archimago currently, I do actually think Archimago is bad if you run the hate. But you have to run the hate, guys. Eat your vegetables. Come on. Let's all band together and make sure that dude dies forever. But in a creature-heavy meta, which is what we are in right now, at least from what I've seen, I think Lilith hits more often than not. And, like, nobody's putting duds in their deck. So the worst hit you can get is Angry Mob. God damn it. But otherwise, it's pretty good.
I think just straight upside. Yeah. It's 5 mana, 3. If it was 4 power, I think I'd love this thing. Like,
it'd be S tier.
Yeah, but 3, yeah.
Also, like when it hits a minion, it grabs a blocker for you.
Yeah, that's fair. No,
honestly, if I flip this into an Infernal Legion, I got an Infernal Legion for 5 mana. That's not that bad.
No, I know. No, I know. It's 5 mana, 2 bodies. Usually, maybe sometimes. Like it's good. It's not breaking the game, but it can definitely win you the game.
Yeah.
All right, what's our next one here?
Do you want to take it? Do you want me to? Lord of Lies.
6 mana, 6/6, 2 water threshold, elite demon. Once in your turn, you may have 2 target unions at a nearby location fight.
This is so good.
I haven't played with it enough to know, but I'll take credit for it.
What? Okay, let me. So yes, it's really cool when they stack their minions, but we talked about how you shouldn't do that. Lord of Lies doesn't say enemy.
So it comes down, kills a thing, and leaves a 6 power body.
Yep. So if it's you have to be able to afford it, so you have to be like going to 6. But I put it in every water deck now. Yeah, it's 2 water. So like if they just have a blocker, you just have their blocker kill them, right? Yep. You're like, hey.
No, the reason I love Lacuna Entities is because it comes down, kills a thing, leaves a body.
Yeah, that's this too.
That play pattern is great.
Yeah. So I think it's great. Let me see. Does it target 2 target units? So you can actually hit 2 wards simultaneously. It's a force movement color.
I like popping wards. Yeah.
Yeah. No, and honestly, just the fact that they put something on their avatar, like somebody with Cerberus would change. You're like, cool, take 5. Right?
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, it's just good. I like it a lot. It might be A tier. It's not like breaking the game, but it's really good.
It's expensive. We'll put it at top of A tier. How about that?
Yeah, I'm fine with that. Yeah, Lucid Dreamers is a card I really liked when I read it, and I haven't been able to slot it in the deck. But I think that there's something you could do with this that would be good. Lucid Dreamers is a 2 mana, 2 power for 1 water threshold. Elite Mortal, Void Walk. You may cast minions to this void, granting them Void Walk until they're no longer in the void. This card is good at keeping things alive. But
What do you want in the void, though?
I mean, I want my Queen of the Realm in the void. I want my King of the Realm in the void. I want my undead king. I want my but like the problem is it's good at keeping things in the void, but then you don't get to put them on the field. You're just hiding them there.
Yeah, it's like, how do you apply pressure with this card? How do you win with this card?
I mean, you play them into their void, and then you run charge minions off of it.
Oh, yeah.
I don't. It's too much of a build around to be good. I think though.
It seems cute, but you don't
It's
want to be
cute.
doing cute things.
Yeah,
You want to
it's
be
too
doing broken
cute.
things.
I think that somebody will break this in a way that I go, see, I knew it, but it wasn't me. I didn't. I don't have it. I haven't figured it out yet, but I do think that there's something you can do with it that'll feel broken. But currently, it's like not very good.
Our next one is 1 mana, 1 water lure.
Bad. Next. Good art though.
Great art. An ally attempts a minion at nearby site. It's taking a closer step. You're spending a card. You need a minion on board, and it needs to be nearby. Too many hoops to jump through. You're spending a card.
I will say it doesn't break ward, which can be good or bad. 1 mana break a ward isn't that bad, but 1 mana force of movement, and then you can call the sea feels kind of good. But I still think it's just draft chaff. Really nice art though.
Yeah.
Woo, my girls.
You like this one?
I do. I think I like this one probably too much. Mother Maiden Crone is a 5 mana, 3 water threshold, 3 power. Unique deity without a minion type. It's a deity, but the deity is not capitalized. So I wonder if deity will be one in the future, or this is literally just the only minion we have in the game without a minion type.
Weird.
Anyway, Genesis, heal 3, pretty good. For 3 mana, draw a spell, uncapped. So hey, if you go infinite, you can infinite on mana, which we can do already. You can draw your deck. Deathrite, opponent loses 3. It is a 5 mana, 3 power that gains 3 on entry and loses 3 on death, which I honestly think is kind of okay. I think if that's all it did, it would be like a C tier that you could play, but you do need life gain. Yes, River of Flame is, or River of Blood is around, but I don't hate it. But the fact that you can draw a card for 3 mana, and presumably the next turn you have 6 mana, you can just draw 2. It's kind of good in a slower deck. I like it. I don't know. Where do you think it goes?
I think it's a 6-point life swing, like base, and then if you can draw a card to replace itself, it feels okay.
I don't think it's A. I think it's B.
I think it's like top of B. Like it, if you have a way to keep this thing alive, and keep getting value from it somehow. I don't know.
So you gotta think about it in a similar way to like Captain Baldassar or Pudge Butcher.
Yeah.
Most of the time, those get removed, but they get removed because they're really freaking good. And like if you like, and I'm also thinking about certain decks. So Mono Water Pathfinder gets to be big mana. And like there's a couple other like different water decks that'll go big mana, and I think in a bigger mana deck that is playing kind of controlling and slow, this is just like 5 mana, gain 3, and if you don't remove it, I'm just gonna draw 2 cards for my turn next turn, because I presumably will play like a disabling site or a prison site, or I'm gonna do something that makes it hard for you to deal damage to me, and I'm just gonna build my hand to be where you just can't win. It helps add inevitability to your deck. And so I think it can be very powerful, but it doesn't like do the thing on Genesis. You know what I mean? It's not like Lacuna Entity, enter and kill a thing. It's not,
I'll be very happy to see this as like an A tier card like later in the meta. Right now, I don't know.
No, I agree. I love that card, and I don't think it's cracked.
All right, our next one is
Draft Chaff.
Mr. Demon. Draft Chaff, 3/3 for 3. Genesis, tap target adjacent enemy minion, make it take a step closer. Every time I've seen this played, it's just bad. Yeah,
it's Draft Chaff. It's good in draft, but I would rather play either Abaddon Succubus or Koi Nixie, and I would play, that's 5 minions in my deck doing this thing already. I don't really need this one.
Yep. The next one, though. You want to take the next one?
You can do it. I know you like this one just as much as I do.
4 mana, 2 water, 2/2, Mimic. You may summon this Mimic. As you summon this Mimic, you may transform a terrible artifact into it under your control. So you get a 2/2 haste that eats their ring. Um, I hate that it's 4 mana. I want it to be 3, but
It still goes in every one of my decks ever.
yeah. Three
I
of or two of?
I run two.
Yeah.
I could be wrong, but so the fact that it does not hit monuments is the only reason this is an S tier, I think. Um, but it does hit the Ring of Morrigan, which is the reason you're running this. It also hits Toolbox, which is another really valuable target here. And like the cores and stuff, people are running that as well. But I think that the big hit is the ring, and because that's still played in every deck, I think the Mimic is worth running.
It's great artifact hate in water.
You also have to remember it has pseudo charge, right? So if you're
Yeah, it's
targeting an artifact, it has been in the field since last turn, right? Because they didn't summon it on your turn,
yeah.
and because you're
That's what
transforming
makes
it,
this thing so good. If this was
yeah,
like 4 mana 2/2 transform a thing and doesn't have like this weird pseudo charge for whatever reason, I think it's kind of like meh. But it has charge, so it comes down, does a thing, and then also removes a thing. So you're really paying 2 mana to remove a Ring of Morrigan, which is pretty good.
yeah. No, I think it's definitely worth running. If you don't run like artifact hate, you're gonna lose the game. But it's it's not like S tier, but it's quite good. Oh, you have to take the
It's your
next one though. This is your
it's
card.
your vegetables. You have to
Yeah,
eat
you have
them.
to run you have to run your vegetables.
This is, I think, one of my favorite like bad cards. Monster Morphoros, 3 mana, 2 water, exceptional magic. Disable target minion, so like you can hit your opponent's minions until your next turn. At the start of that turn, you may transform it into a monster from your hand or horrible hybrids from your collection. So like it's a horrible like turn your opponent's things into a horrible hybrids. Transform your thing into a great old one. Like that's the top end of this, but I think during our spoiler video, you kind of like talked me out of it. Like, I think this thing is amazing. I love this thing, but you need a minion on board. You need this in your hand and a thing in your hand to transform it into.
It's
You
card
need three
disadvantage.
cards. Yeah, you need 3 cards for 1 card on board.
Yeah,
It,
the big issue between this and Shapeshift is Shapeshift takes the minion off of your top of your library, so it's a card that you didn't have in your hand, whereas this one takes it from your hand. So if I drown your, or if I like disintegrate your Great Old One, I got the minion that was on board, the Monster Morphosis, and the Great Old One that was also in your hand. You're 2 cards down
yeah,
and a body.
yeah. No, that it's so big in card disadvantage. It's rough, but I'll be happy to lose to it. I don't think it's like be unplayable, but it's
Yeah.
yeah.
Also, related to the Mimic one, I found somebody told me this the other day, and I like cracked up dying, and I wanted to share it with the rest of the world. So, as the barkeeper asked us why we carry our weapons to the bar, and I say mimics. The barkeeper laughed, the party laughed, and the table laughed. We killed the table. It was a good time. Yeah, yeah. It kills me. I thought that was like the funniest thing.
Okay. What's our
All
next
right.
one?
Yeah, next one's Draft Chaff, Moss Troll. It's a 3 mana 3/3 that has stealth and loses stealth if it moves. If it decides to block, it loses stealth in it, like during the thing. If it decides to attack, it loses stealth during the attack. It's not good.
Yeah, moving on. Muddy Pigs, 2/2 for 2. Deathrite, you heal 3.
I think it's also not good, but
Maybe if you hate. Uh, play turtles. Play your turtles.
I gotta say,
Turtles are
so
better.
theoretically this could be good, but only if aggro is OP as hell, and I found that mono water or water in general is able to deal with aggro. So it's the
Water and
wrong
Earth
color
stuff
for
can
it to
deal with
matter.
aggro now.
Yeah, it's the wrong color for this to matter. Not the wrong color for it to fit. Thematically, it'll work, but it's just not. It doesn't matter enough in this color combination, so it's not good.
Yeah. Our next one, Nomo Monitor, 3/3 for 3. Submerge Voidwalk. Draft
Really
Chaff?
cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
So in the Voidwalk Matters deck, you'll play it. That's it.
Yep.
I wouldn't run it otherwise. Ooh, but the next one,
You got
I borderline think this next one's S tier. So Order of the Sacred Oak is a 3 mana 2 water threshold 3 power exceptional mortal with ward. Nearby sites can't be destroyed by your opponent. I kind of think it's S tier. It might be A tier. It could even be B tier if nobody's running site destruction. But site destruction is not an unheard of thing. In fact, land destruction Pathfinder is quite strong. I played against multiple people today who played Sinkhole against me. If somebody plays Hamlet's Ablaze on you and then you just play this, you just get to laugh at them because you wasted their turn. It does nothing. And the floor of this, right? So I don't like things that don't do anything if your opponent doesn't play, into them. The floor of this is a 3 mana 3 power with ward. You're not paying for the ward.
Yeah, it's like you get incidental ward. Like if you're spending cards for it, it's bad. But if you just happen to get ward, fucking great.
It's so good. Yeah, honestly, like especially if you're playing a water deck that is a little bit slower than the aggro decks running around here. If I just play a 3-mana 3/3 ward, like get wrecked. Right? Your Poweries don't matter to me. Your Saracen Raiders, they don't matter to me. Your Violent, whatever.
Should we put it S tier just as a spicy take?
I actually don't even think it's that spicy. I think it's that good. I bought 5 foils of this yesterday.
Oh Jesus!
Yeah, only because those are the only 5 that were worth less than $10. I was like, "Yep, this is undercosted."
All right, CJ's out here trying to pump the fucking foil market of Order of the White Sacred Oak.
I'm not, but I literally was like, I need these, and I'm going to run them in more than one deck.
I think they're very good. I think the 3-mana wards are undervalued at the moment. I don't know. I think the only reason I don't want it in S tier is because it doesn't win you the game if it goes uncontested. Like it's
that's
a 3/3 for 3. Like that's great.
But
that's
I'm
the
probably
only
never
thing keeping it out.
I'm never not running them, but I hear what you're saying.
Yeah. Orm Infester, 3-mana 2/2, elite, Brewing Submerge. At the end of your turn, deal 1 damage to the site, and you heal 1.
What you got?
It's the ping your opponent to death strategy,
which is actually a strategy.
Yeah, like I think it's slow. I think it's neat. I think it's B tier. I don't think it's like C, kind of like fringe unplayable. I think it's fine.
I actually think it's C, but I don't consider that unplayable. I think it is a build around. Because I'm not putting this in most decks, and this card isn't soloing the game for me. But like Orm Infester plus Devil's Egg plus my favorite card is the Nadir Egg. It's definitely a deck that can work. But I don't think that you slam it in most decks, and I think River of Blood is very popular right now. Like people aren't running most Magoo Hate, but they are running River of Blood, so I think it's decent.
That's fair.
I love this one.
This is a great one. These Overflow and Landmass.
Overflow it's so good. I was playing Overflow, or I played Landmass today against Jules, and he's like, "What the hell?" Because I just had like 8 mana on turn 5. Maybe it was turn 4. Nuts. Yeah.
3 mana. Sorry, we should read the card. 3 mana, 2 water, Overflow. Draw a site. You may play a water site.
It's so good.
It's draw a card. It's ramp. It's 3 mana. But it plays a site, so it's really only 2 mana. Like, is this A tier or S? I think it's A tier.
I don't think it's S tier. It's A or B. It's not winning you the game, but it's helping you get there. I think it might be like middle to high B.
I think this is how the snowball like goes. Why are you starting to win this game? And like a well-timed Overflow can do
good.
that.
Also, if you think about it in Necromancer not Savior, Necromancer though, it leaves you with a mana left over, right? You go from 3 mana to 4 mana, and then you make a skeleton token. Turn 3, Overflow, and then go to 4 mana, make a skeleton, and it gives me turn 4. I've got 5 mana. I'm ready to roll. Oh, it feels so good.
Play site, double site drop, so good.
Yeah.
You want to get this next one?
Sure. I hate this card, but only because it's used against me. Pied Piper of Hamelin, cool card. Is 2 mana, 2 water threshold, 2 power, a unique mortal. You control all minions with 1 or less power. So yes, it's good against rats, but specifically it's good against the necromancers and the token strategies that go wide. I don't think it's S tier. It's probably A tier. It's interesting. My deck doesn't really even lose to this very well because I usually only have 1 to 2 skeletons out at a time. But damn it, if I Plague of Frogs and you Pied Piper me, I'm probably just crying.
Yeah.
It's not bad. And with all the other token strategies running around, I think it's actually pretty good. And I built the classic Earth Air token Necromancer, and that was way better than I expected it to be. So yeah. What I will say, though, is that this only counts for minions with 1 power. In the go wide token strategy, you guys are all about buffing their minions. So it actually doesn't work against them, which is the biggest threat.
Hold on. I thought it did work. I thought, like, power... like control is at the top of the layer, and then it goes looking at power afterwards. I think we need some clarification there. I thought this controlled things based on layers of buffing and not buffing.
Ruh-roh.
Yeah, I think some clarification for this guy. I think there was some conversation.
That should definitely be an FAQ, but it's not. That needs to be an FAQ. Judge. That's fine though.
Yeah. No, I've been told it's a good card. Whatever. I think it's good. Moving on.
Okay. Putrid Presence.
4 mana, 2 water, 1/1. Burrowing Submerged. The subsurface of nearby sites can be attacked. Fuck me.
It's kind of good, but it's such a build around, and I wouldn't put it in most decks. However,
If you build around this and you get it, you
Yeah,
will
it's
win the
gross.
game because of this, right?
Yes, but it's a unique. I don't think that you should really build around your unique.
But
Because
if you're building the Burrowing Submerged deck, you put this in it, and then this thing will win you the game, right?
Yes.
Like that is the card design of sorcery. It's like you pull your unique, and if it goes unanswered, you win the fucking game.
Yeah, and I will say, excuse me, the Ormanfester deck that I was talking about earlier, where you want to get Devil's Eggs underneath their sights, Putrid Presence makes that go from like a kind of slow ping of attrition to like the game is over really fast.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think bottom of B is fine. I'm not going to put it in most decks, but if you're building around this strategy of pinging your dudes from underground, that's insane. It goes nuts. The Regurgitator.
Yeah, you got this.
5 mana, 2 water threshold, great art, Lindsay Crummett, 4 power. Elite monster, at the end of your turn, Regurgitator must either fill its empty belly by banishing a dead minion, or empty its full belly by shooting a projectile that deals damage equal to the eaten minion's power. I haven't had a chance to play with this, really.
It's slow.
It's slow. You have it in B tier, that's interesting. I was thinking C, but I haven't really played with it.
I think it's C. I think it's slow. I think it's good and limited, but that's about it.
If it was a 4 mana, 4 power, I think I would be really happy. Because in limited, I think I would be really happy. I think that this has tremendous upside, but it is overcosted without an immediate effect or protection.
No immediate effect, no protection.
In a monsters.deck deck, I think it's actually probably quite good, though. But again, that's more of a build around, and it's not the one that's winning you the game, which is why I think I'm fine with C. Art's great, though.
Our next one, 2 mana, 1 water, Return to Nature. I think this is another one of my favorite arts from Heidi. Return up to 3 cards from your cemetery to the bottom of their decks, draw a spell.
From a cemetery, not yours.
Oh, from a cemetery.
Which actually makes it better.
2 mana cantrip, Cemetery Hate.
Yeah.
Where we put Frog in B because it gave you a body. This is probably top of C.
Really?
Kind of cantrip.
It's a vegetable. Yeah, it's just a vegetable. I think it's a meta call. Frog gives you a body, which is good in pretty much every game. Return to Nature actually has higher upside, but a lower floor. Because if you're against Death Speaker, just like put their minions back on bottom of their deck and they don't get access to their graveyard. If you're against Archimago, same thing. If you're against like Flamecaller, just get rid of their stuff. It's actually quite good. But if you're not against any of those things, it's just a 2 mana draw card and that's it. And that's not very good. Putting cards on the bottom of your deck without shuffle effects don't matter that much. And it kind of helps with like tutors, right? Like if you got rid of my ring and then I found my Highland Princess, then sure, that's pretty decent, but I don't think it's like worth running a card in. I think C or B is fine.
Yeah. It's
high upside.
I like your term. It's a vegetable.
It's a vegetable. Yeah, if cemetery avatars are in the meta, you should run it. Or at least consider it. Oh, I love this one. You can read it, but I love it.
No, you got it.
Oh, the Sacred Stag. 4 mana, 4 power, for 2 water threshold. For an elite beast with ward, Deathright, you may ward this site. Remember when I said that a 3 mana, 3 power with ward is just great? A 4 mana, 4 power with ward is even better.
Every time I played against this, it's like, God, this thing's fucking annoying.
And the fact that it says may means that I can attack you, and when you kill my stag, I don't have to ward your site.
I think this would be okay if it said you ward this site when it dies, just as like a little bit of a downside.
Sure, but it doesn't have a downside.
But it doesn't. It's just a great minion. It falls in the same kind of failed mutation category for me.
It's so good. Yeah, I think it's even higher in A. I hesitate to say S. I don't think it is S, but God, it is close. It's really good, man.
Yep. Our next one is 2 mana, 2/2 Sea Witch, Spellcaster, Submerge, Draft Shaft.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah, I wouldn't play it. The only reason that this would ever be interesting is because it's a submerged spellcaster and it's our first one. But I don't think that matters right now.
But our next one is kind of fun. 6 mana, 3 water, 4/4 Seraphim.
Yeah.
An elite angel airborne ward. Airborne ward already freaking annoying.
Pretty good.
At the end of your turn, you may transfer a nearby ward to a nearby minion or site. So you can steal your opponent's wards.
That's what's most important.
Yeah, and if you're playing a ward deck, you can move your wards around. Airborne. So you're playing this for like 4/4 airborne ward if you want it. It's like an okay minion, and you steal it's incidental ward hate. I think it's not quite A tier because it's overcosted too much.
Yes, yeah. I actually have it like lower on B tier, but maybe not much because it's definitely not as good as Archangel Raphael, but it's probably better. It's kind of similar to Acid Rain. When it's good, it feels insane, and then when it's not good, it's not bad. So yeah, I just think the fact that you can move around your own wards, right? So you can move your most valuable dude, like you're Dr. Demetrius, right? You're like, oh, they broke Dr. Demetrius's ward, but he's helping me out every turn. I'll just give you a ward, and then he'll ward somebody else. Yeah, you give it back to Dr. Demetrius. I think it's quite powerful, but I don't run it in most decks. If it turns out that Savior is the best deck around, though, this will become like immediate A or S tier.
It's good ward hate.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next one is a 1-mana 2/2 Traft. Great art by Quentin Hoover, server townsfolk. This comes from a site too, right? Like
I still don't like it, but yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Sewer rats.
Sewer rats. Burrowing. 1-mana 1/1 ordinary beast may cast to any site burrowing or submerged. Maybe there's some shenanigans you can do with like the Orm Infestor deck.
Yeah, I think that's the only place I'd run it. Yeah. But I mean, you can just put it under their thing and do a Devil's Egg immediately. That's not bad, but I don't like it. Shogoth is definitely only for your collection. This is a 6-mana, 2 water threshold, 5 power, submerged Voidwalk, ordinary monster, and it is definitely a toolbox card. I don't use it for toolbox though. You use it for Elder Ruins.
Yeah, you put one in your deck if you play Elder Ruins, and you're probably playing Elder Ruins. You put it in your collection, you're happy.
Yep, agreed.
Next, Slimy Mutants, 5-mana, 4/4, 2 water threshold. Submerge, pay 3, transform an ally with Submerge into Slimy Mutants from your hand.
No.
Yeah, it's cute.
The upside is that it's like the upside is that it is a Lugbug Cat. The downside is that it's a 5-mana 4 power with no ability. I guess Submerge.
Yeah.
I don't think it's worth running.
It's slightly above draft chat, but not much.
Yeah. If you're running all the Croaking Swamps and all the Gift of the Frogs and like you love
Dan
frogs.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Dan, I see you. You're putting your Slimy Mutants in your deck. Past that, nobody else is playing this card.
Yeah. Yeah. The next one is Survivors of Serwa, which is actually kind of interesting, but I'm not sure I like them. 2 mana, 1 water threshold, 2 power, ordinary mortal. At the end of your turn, if no enemies are nearby, this gains stealth. I don't like it because as soon as you attack their sorry. As soon as you attack their site, you're probably nearby their avatar.
Yep.
So there's a defensive 2-mana 2/2? I don't think so.
No, it's a 2-mana 2/2 with conditional stealth. Not great.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Our next one, though. Yep, Swap is one of those, like, hey, this is a good card, we're going to give it to you early kind of things.
It's S tier. Here's the one question. I mean, I guess we can talk about it, but 3 mana, 2 water threshold swap. It's an exceptional magic that says swap the location of target minion or artifact with another target minion or artifact. So good. Here's the question, though. Which art is better?
I think I like the story of the set art more.
Yeah, this is funnier. This is silly. I think I like the art from the other one, but this one's silly.
I would put Drew Tucker's art on my wall. This one I would just kind of laugh at and have more fun with. I don't know. They're both great.
Yep. No, but it's S tier, right? Like unequivocally one of the best cards in the game, I think.
Yes, very much so.
Literally,
any water deck.
You get so much value out of this card without even having it in your hand. Like, you're playing water, and people are like, I can't play my Ring of Morrigan because they're going to swap it.
Can't play my toolbox.
Yeah, and like you just get incidental value because this card might be in your hand. And that is insane. I mean, that's an S tier card, right? Like they're not playing optimally because this card exists.
And then they have to like think about it and like make decisions based on if you have it or not, and it's
it's so good.
The one I was like kind of like, what in the world is this? But I've come around on is symmetric suffering. 3 mana, 1 water, elite magic. Sacrifice up to 1 minion, artifact, and aura. Your opponent must sacrifice the same. So, like, in Necromancer specifically, this is amazing. Any other token strategy is probably pretty good. Even, I don't know. It feels weird.
Can I tell you that since I talked about this card before, they have added a entry in the Codex, and this does in fact get around ward.
Oh, hell yeah.
If you sacrifice a card that would normally be prevented from being destroyed, example Ward, Lady Assault, Gilded Aegis, the Doom of Dilman, etc., the prevention fails and the card is actually sacrificed. That is, the sacrifice effect supersedes all destruction prevention effects, contrary to the typical can versus can't priority. So, this is one of the few removal spells in the entire game that kills the Doom of Dilman.
Oh, wow. This gets around this. So if we look think of the top of a stack of rules, sacrificing something supersedes everything.
Yep. It's really fucking good. Also, play a trinket and sacrifice your trinket. Get rid of their Ring of Morrigan. Get rid of their Umphalos. When you Atlantean Fate them and then they play their sights back out and then they do something terrifying to you with their aura, you sacrifice your Atlantean Fate because you already got your value. They lose their aura. And most importantly, Necromancer plays 4 mana. You make 1 mana to make a skeleton, then have them sacrifice their only minion. It's bad against other Necromancers. It's bad in the mirror. So it depends on how popular Necromancer is, because this card doesn't work when everyone's running a bunch of tokens. But oftentimes, if you play this early, you sacrifice your skeleton token and they sacrifice their only minion.
I'm still reeling that sacrifice supersedes everything.
Yeah, it's kind of good, dude. Hey, nice warded minion you have there, idiot. Be a shame if you traded it for my skeleton token.
Our next one is 7 mana, 7/7. It should be 7-ton slug, but it says a 10-ton slug, whatever.
I think it should be 10-10, but yeah, draft chaff, I agree. I ain't running it.
Our next one, the Flood. I don't think I've ever read this or even paid attention to this.
It's the worst part of the Great Old One.
It's 6 mana, 4 water threshold, and 6 mana.
Yeah.
Permanently flood the entire realm, including void, submerge everything except 1 minion of each type. Holy shit, this is terrible.
Yeah, I wouldn't run it.
I think this is almost as bad as draft chaff.
It's not great. So if you're playing Body of Water, this is good. But Body of Water is so bad outside of this card and the Great Old One.
I don't want to pay 6 for that. I'll play the fucking Great Old One.
Yeah, 2 more mana and you get a 16/16.
And except 1 minion of each type, so it doesn't even kill anything, right?
Yeah. It's good if you're really behind, but then you still leave them with multiple minions. I don't like it either. I'm not
terrible.
running it. Yeah, I'm not running it.
This thing is
Titty.
one of my favorite Jeff... What?
Titty. Thing in the ice. Titty.
Oh my god. This is one of my favorite Jeff Menges' art. I like the story of the art. 3 mana, 6/6. Genesis, disabled for 3 returns, can't be targeted or damaged by magic until the ice melts. B tier for the Silence deck.
So it's not even just the Silence deck, because everybody should be running Babbling Brook. But yeah, that's why B tier.
Yeah.
Babbling Brook prevents the Genesis, and then you just get a 3 mana, 6 power. But I don't really run it. I don't like it that much, but it's fine.
Trial by Water. 3 mana, 1 water. An ally submerges target minion it's nearby.
Nar. It's just a worse drown. Yeah, it's a worse drown. It's only here because you don't want to keep reprinting drown. Next we have Wave of Eviction. 2 mana, 1 water threshold, exceptional magic. An allied water site overflows in a cardinal direction, flooding sites there this turn, and carrying away enemies 1 step at a time. It's cute. I haven't played it really, but I've heard that it's actually kind of good because you have snowball effects, which I don't hate. And also, it's quite good against aggro avatars. You can just push away their battle mage. It just has enemies, so you just push away their force move is kind of good.
Force move is good. Yeah,
I don't think it's super
spending
good.
Spending a card to do it. If you're in the force movement deck and you can make use out of that, great. But no.
I guess a weird water druid deck that's waving you through a bunch of brambles or something. I don't know. It's not for
Yeah.
me, but it could be okay.
Weathered Trunks, 4 mana, 4/4, must be cast to an allied site occupied by an enemy. It's a conditional cast. It's terrible in
Yeah, nope.
draft.
Draft.
I don't. Would you even play this in draft?
It's a 4 mana 4 power, maybe.
Maybe. Yeah. It's maybe it's my 21st or 22nd card if I need another minion.
You know what I would play though?
Uh, yeah.
My
Winter Nymph.
girl. Hell
This
yeah.
thing is amazing. You got it. You go ahead.
Winter Nymph is my girl. She's 2 mana, two water threshold, 2 power, exceptional spirit, stealth. Whenever another minion is summoned nearby, tap it. It's a pebbled path at home with upside because they can't block. Now it's not just enemy minions; it is yours. So it does mean that you, if you have it nearby your sites, then your minions come in tapped and it screws up your blocking. But if you just bring this to your opponent's side, all of their minions come in tapped. You get a bunch of extra attacks, and you are not worried about charge. I quite like this. I think
I
8
loved
fair.
it. I love these. There's a couple in Earth that say "screw you, charge."
Yeah,
Amazing.
yeah. And I gotta say, like, yes, it has stealth, and once you get rid of stealth, it's really easy to kill. But like, to be fair, I almost never attack with Koinixie either. Um, like, when you have just a powerful effect on a body that's like really weak, you just want to protect it. Um, and I quite like Winter Nymph as just like a not. It's basically a monument to me until it's not.
It's a monument that can move around, right?
Yeah,
Like
it's a monument until it's not, but it's so good.
I I really like minion base effects because they're like you
Creature
can interact.
control.
Yeah, creature, whatever. But as
Creature
a
control.
game design,
It's so good.
it's so much easier to interact with a minion, and it feels so much more fair.
Yes,
Spending a,
this is a lot more fair than Pebbled Paths because Pebbled Paths
yeah,
might turn off your deck, which is charged that deck, and it feels really bad for you. Whereas Winter Nymph is like interactable.
yeah, and and against aggro, you just need one more turn. You need one
Yeah.
more, maybe, and if you get 2 more turns, you're feeling amazing. Like
Yeah.
you just need to turn those little early corners. This thing does that. It's really well.
Also, how funny is this against Red Cap Poweries?
Yes, it's just like
Three mana,
Red Cap just
sacrifice your
dies.
Powery.
Yeah, that's great.
Get wrecked.
Do you want to finish it off here?
No, you can take it home because I think this is a poop.
At 7 mana, 10/10. Why is the numbers for that 10 is like weird looking? Yogg Sloth, whatever it is.
Sothoth.
It's 7 mana, 10/10. Unique monster, occupies all locations safely, is banished without 5 voids, ignores abilities of the sites. Fucking
So, like, you're getting this out when you have 7 sites, and presumably, let's say that they also have 7 sites. That's 14, which means one more site played and he's gone, right?
this thing is
No, 2 more because at 15 that'll be 5 left.
5.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
2 sites and this thing's gone. Also, a root spider anywhere in the entire realm banishes him. Or sorry, disables him.
Disables it. Yeah, yeah.
It's so bad.
That was
He
a hell
takes
of a way
something like
to end it.
80 damage from a crater eyes and like 64 damage from a flame strike or whatever. It's so funny.
It's great. Maybe it's great limited. It's probably great for like a pre-constructed deck, kind of fun silliness. But
Yeah, no.
man, can you bet? Can you believe that we're under an hour and a half for 70 cards?
We did better.
Good job, CJ.
Thank you, Mian. What do you think? I think our list looks pretty good. 4 S tier cards, but I think that there could be like arguably more, but they're pretty close.
I think there might be 1 or 2 out of these A tiers that might be up there. But
Yeah.
S tier is like you have to be a very good fucking card to get to S tier. I think, but
Yeah. I like it. What do you think? So, hot take here. We haven't done any other elements, but do you think that water is, what do you think it is as far as the ranking goes?
I think it's first or second.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You think it's first or second overall with Alpha, Beta, and Arthurian Legends? Or do you think it's first because Gothic made it first?
I think it's first or second in Gothic. Overall, I think it's second.
Ooh.
Still think Fire is best.
Okay. I am interested. What were you going to say?
Then Air is like a little tricky, and I think right now maybe Air and Earth are like interchangeable for third.
Interesting. Okay. I think it might be first.
You think Water is the best?
I think so. I think that fire makes a lot of sense, and you can see why it's busted. But I think that mono water versus mono water wins almost every game.
I would agree. I just think currently I'm just thinking very broadly, the player base. I think fire is still what you have to consider to deal with. I do
Yeah.
think water is strong and really strong at dealing with fire.
Yes.
Um,
Yeah. Maybe
maybe
water's just so good at beating fire, but it loses to like earth or air. I don't know.
I don't know yet. We'll see.
I think
I
it's
think the
very strong
meta.
though.
I think the meta is still in a very interesting and fun place.
I agree. I mean, it's only been like a month, but I'm very interested. I've been really having a lot of fun. I haven't found any like prison decks that are unfun to play against. Um, yeah, and I was really worried about charge, but they didn't really print very many charge minions in this set. Um, so I feel pretty good. I think it's just a lot of fun.
Yeah. But our next one is going to be fire on my channel, so be on the lookout.
Hell yeah! Thank you for joining me, Bruce. I appreciate it, and thank you guys for stopping by. Hey, we're gonna plug the summit because we never remember to, but you guys should join us over at the Sorcerer Summit. Bruce, what do you
January
got going on
3rd.
this month?
Yeah, January 3rd, we have a new event. We'll have a standalone video coming out soon for that one.
Hell yeah! But you can win a sweet altar by my main man Truett Parish, which will be cool.
Join the Sorcerer Summit, everybody. Thank you very much.
All right, guys. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye.